How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Everybody knows the Warren Buffett, be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy. You can basically say for any stock that is falling heavily that everyone is just fearful, and then you should be greedy and buying into it. So it just keeps on going down and you're not sure if it's actually going to go bankrupt or not. It just keeps on going down, and then you keep on buying it, telling other people that you're just being greedy when other people are fearful. Sometimes these stocks, people are fearful for a reason, and so you really need to figure out if people are overdoing this, if actually this stock is going to come back or not. Now I bring this up because much of the stock price today has dramatically went down, and I see in the comment section that many people are repeating this phrase over and over, and it seems like people just apply every which way. Today I just want to go over a lot of different pieces of financial news, just kind of get some bearings around what is happening on the market today. Obviously, the main thing driving the market is the infection rate. So far, as of the making of this video, there's 1.3 million people that has positive confirmation of the infection. There's 69,000 people dead across the entire world. Every day, I am looking at the increasing infections. Anyway, every single day, there seems to be more people dying. Now, personally, I last stocked up on food on March 17th, 2020. This is about 3 weeks ago. I'm checking out my supplies right now, and it looks like I have about 3 to 4 weeks worth of supply of food left. If I really stretch it, I might be able to make it maybe 4 or 5 weeks. Since I tend to do things a little bit ahead of everyone else, and when I make videos about it, people just say I'm crazy or whatnot. But I still want to just announce to everybody what I'm doing. So if you're following along on the newest, latest things that I'm doing right now, I don't know, you might be able to catch on to this as well and, you know, make yourself a little bit safer. So one of the things that I'm doing right now is I purposely just bought all my supplies long ago, 3 weeks ago, and I just basically stopped going out. I did not go to any restaurants. I don't even get takeout or delivered groceries as of now. I can't even get any of that even if I wanted to. But the main purpose of that is I want to minimize contact, minimize my chances of getting infected. Every single time that you go out, no matter where it is, you are increasing your chances of getting infected, especially with more and more infections, you know, all throughout the United States, really getting really dangerous just to go out even for a little bit. Right around a week ago, I started getting a little bored, and I'm sure a lot of people are getting bored since, you know, it's been like 3 weeks for most people. But over here, I've started growing my own broccoli sprouts. I happen to have some broccoli seeds that I just sprout, and then I would just eat the sprouts, right? But over here, I'll show you. Oops. Ah, shoot. Gotta go like this. But you can see the broccoli sprouts over here. They grew. I'm not sure what broccoli even looks like. This is the first time me doing it. So I figure once they grow enough, I'm gonna separate them and then into separate pots, and they'll have more space to grow. I have another pot back there that you can't see. And also, after I ate my organic apple, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even buy any more organic apples because I'm not going to the grocery store. So, you know, I take the seeds and then I just put it on some tissue paper, wet it. I make sure it's wet every single day. And some of it sprouted. So here I am trying to grow food. This might work out in the long term. Maybe I'm gonna get some broccoli out of it. But this is kind of planning for the future, right? In case if we get locked down, maybe 2-3 months from now, I can't get access to groceries. I can't get access to frozen vegetables even, you know, this might be a concern. So this is kind of like an insurance plan, right? You're not doing much anyway, so might as well sprout your own seeds. Start growing stuff if you have a yard or whatnot. And I mean, you might be able to grow some food just in case you can't get any in the future. I talk about this because I see our food supply being a little bit more limited, right? I don't see it completely going away because the United States is a huge producer of food. The main problem that we're gonna have is from delivery drivers being too afraid to deliver food, and we already see this happening with milk where farmers cannot deliver the milk to the end customer and they actually have to pour it all out. So not that I can grow all that much vegetables over here, enough for me to eat or anything, it's just, you know, it just will help a little bit, I think, going forward. Something that I have to acknowledge myself over here is being trapped. It is kind of trapped, right? Just you're forcing yourself to stay in. Normally, I would actually go out once a week. go get the mail, go get some sun or whatnot. But now I'm not even going out because every time I'm outside, I see a lot of people walking around. I see this highly, highly dangerous because you're walking by all these other people that are jogging around. You come pretty close to them, and I just think this is really, really risky because you're in close proximity with other people out on the streets. So now I'm actually not going out at all, and I see this is sort of taking a toll. I kind of treat the place I am in right now kind of like a spaceship where, you're on a long journey of a couple months or something, and you're just basically confined to a reasonable amount of space, and you can't go outside of it because there's space outside. I think of it as a sort of training, but 3 weeks into it, I can feel myself getting a little bit anxious and just kind of, flipping my thumb like this. I'm like, oh, what should I do? I'm like trying to patch up the wall. You end up doing all these kind of things that makes you realize how bored you are, right? Patching up the walls. I actually made some of these masks out of paper towels. Planting stuff. I actually found a beer bottle over here that matches the occasion. I had to fill it up with some yellow water because I don't have the proper beer to put in there. I also see myself stress eating more because it's kind of taking the place of other kinds of entertainment, right? Instead of going out, I'm like, oh, you stress eat, you eat something delicious, maybe you eat a little bit more than usual. I find myself doing this. Honestly, I'm not immune to going crazy. I don't want to go there, right? I'm not crazy yet, but I can definitely sense that I'm a little bit, just kind of closer to the edge over there. I just want to share with you guys what I've been watching on all these free internet streaming services. I've watched Mandalorian so far. I watched Picard. I am almost through Silicon Valley, pretty funny show. The Pandemic documentary, I watched a few of those. I didn't end up watching all of it yet. And I watched the Outbreak movie so far. All of these very, very entertaining, but the more you sit in front of the TV, the more you feel like you're wasting your time. You kind of know that you're stuck, so then you end up watching it, and then if you spend like a whole day watching stuff, I can only binge watch maybe 2-3 hours worth of stuff before I have to get up and just completely stop for a couple of hours. I think the hardest part of all this is you just don't know how long you're gonna stay here anymore. It looks like we have to self-isolate for the rest of the month. This is 3 more weeks from today, but going forward, we really don't know if this is gonna go on for another month, because if, let's say, people are free to move, right, and then there is a reinfection going on, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, just kidding, never mind, we have to, lock down everything again, and this could be recurring over and over again for several months. I can definitely see this going on for several months. So not knowing when this is exactly gonna end is kind of like a taxing thing. It's kind of like, I guess, if someone locks you up in a completely dark room and they don't tell you why they locked you up. This is the most stressful thing. And you don't know how long you're gonna be locked up for. Because right now, even in Santa Clara, if you go out without a reason, without a proper reason to, let's say, get groceries or take care of someone, medical emergency or whatnot, you can get a ticket for it now. Okay, so something fun right now is I like to take a survey of everyone watching this video, what you guys think of cruise stocks, right? Like the Carnivals, the Royal Caribbeans and stuff, all these cruise lines you've probably seen on the news, they're just like a huge petri dish of infections. If you're on it, it's like a death trap on these things now, right? With these things going on, if you happen to be on a cruise ship, they lock you down into these ships. The fiasco where, they won't let you out and the air circulates or something, everybody gets the virus. This is just crazy. So I'm gonna put a survey over here. Just very interesting thing. Just do one click and say what you think about cruise stocks. So the question is, would you buy cruise stock? A being, yes, be greedy when others are fearful. B, yes, you will buy cruise line stocks, except you're gonna wait until it's a little bit lower. Maybe it's gonna go down another 50% and then you're gonna buy it. Or C, you think, no, you're never gonna buy cruise stock. They are done. You think they're gonna go bankrupt. The government isn't really gonna bail them out. No one's ever gonna ride the cruise anymore. People are just crazy scared about this. And if this is gonna be an ongoing issue with reinfections and stuff, well, no one's gonna go on those cruise line. Maybe they have to pivot or something. So C is no, you're gonna not buy any cruise line stocks. So just fill out that thing, and we're gonna see, you know, how many people fill it out, and you can see what the percentages are in terms of the breakdown. So that's all I have to say about these few days worth of finance news. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a like, comment down below. Let me know what you think of this Berkshire Hathaway sales of airline stocks. And as always, don't forget to push that subscribe button and ring that bell icon. Thanks for watching.